Hello, my loves. It's Gigi, and welcome back to my channel. We talk mostly about mindset, spirituality, and conscious manifestation using the law of assumption. We are the Journey Fam, and we're so happy to have you here. If this is your first time joining us, today I am answering a question from one of our wonderful members of the community who asked how to manifest your dream career. It's worth mentioning that what I'm going to talk about today is applicable whether you want to be a traditional employee, loving what you do for work and loving the company you work for, or if you want to be an artist, actor, singer, if you have a really niche interest and you want to be a consultant, or if you want to be a business owner, entrepreneur, a coach, it doesn't matter. What I'm going to talk about is going to help you get back to the fundamentals of manifesting. I'm going to jump right into this video now, but before I do, please like this video. It would mean the world to me. And please remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, manifesting your dream job. What do you do first? Well, let's make sure you actually are going after a career that is a good fit for you. When you're deciding if something's a good fit for you, all that means is, do you really want it? Do you fully want it with every fiber of your being? Do you feel like you'll excel at it, that you'll enjoy the job itself? Really reflect on these things. And I printed out some tips from Google, of all companies, and they really emphasize the importance of self-reflection before applying for any position. I think that this is so key and often overlooked, which you would think it's a common sense step to be really introspective before you go after a particular position of any kind. But what ends up happening is people jump to conclusions thinking that a certain position sounds great when they don't really realize what the job entails and where their own strengths and weaknesses lie. So be really honest and authentic with yourself. Of course, you can always acquire skills through affirming, visualizing, and manifesting new skills and abilities. But if you want to actually go after a position that you enjoy and that you're naturally talented at, I think that this is really helpful to just do a quick little gut check, because when you have a crystal clear vision of what you want your dream position to be, it makes everything so much easier. It's so much easier to decide, to persist, and to feel like you can get what you want inevitably, no matter what, when you can say it with your chest, this position is meant for me. I am the right fit. And I think asking yourself these questions that I'm about to read will help you get there faster. Question 1. What is the most rewarding job you've ever had and why? Number 2, have more of your achievements so far come as a result of solitary effort or teamwork? Number 3, describe the best team you've ever worked with. What made that experience stand out to you? Number 4, what do you enjoy more, solving problems or pushing the discussion forward? And number 5, what is something you learned that made everything that came after learning that easier? And I hope you said the law of assumption, because once you know the law of assumption and you really understand conscious manifestation, how limitless you really are, you're not intimidated by anything. And you realize that you can get absolutely any job you want, you can start any business you want, and you can be successful at it by being extremely strong-minded about it and knowing that it all starts within your mind first, in your 4D. And these are more 3D oriented reflection questions that I just said, but you can completely revise your past if you reflect on these questions and realize that your previous experiences have absolutely nothing to do with what you want to become. That is absolutely fine. The only purpose of that exercise is to illuminate what your previous experiences have taught you about yourself so far. And then from there, you can either choose to continue to accept or reject what has happened in the past in order to launch you forward into the ultimate dream that you want to live. So, for example, if you're reflecting on how you actually really love to work alone and the job you want to do includes being an extrovert and talking to a million different people, then you can affirm that you are a people person. It's so easy for you to be in large groups and to feel confident, and everyone loves you and supports you. And you're so good at naturally being a leader and working in an environment like that. But basically, you are just being aware of your own tendencies, affirming to assume the state of the person who excels and loves what you want to do, and then you can just go from there. It's assuming the state of the wish fulfilled. And you know what? I'm going to link above my video about the 4 pillars of conscious manifestation. I think this will really help you if you're trying to get back to the basics of how to manifest and how to assume the state of the wish fulfilled without your old beliefs sneaking up on you and trying to sabotage you. I really think you'll like that video, and rewatch it if you've already watched it. And I also want to talk about how important it is to assert what types of privileges you would like in this new job or in this new business that you're running. Don't you want to control your time off, and control how you feel with the people that you're working with? I have a few ideas of what you can reflect on so that you can make decisions regarding those aspects. Because guys, we're just deciding, affirming, persisting, and then detaching from the unfolding of the outcome because we can't control the how. There's going to be a bridge of incidents. We can throw our hat in the ring for 10,000 different positions. And little do we know, we're going to bump into someone in the grocery store who leads us to getting a job 10 times faster. We have to be open to those types of coincidences and synchronicities without stressing about it while still taking aligned, inspired action along the way. So let me read these questions about what you can reflect on in terms of having dominion over your time. What do you want your schedule to look like? Do you have unlimited days off? Are you your own boss? What is your relationship like with your boss? What is your relationship like with your coworkers? Are you fully remote? Are you going into an office? What is the culture of the company if you're working for a company? Do you have a very flexible schedule? Can you make your own schedule completely? Is it like a 4-day work week type of situation? Or do you only need to work 3 hours or 4 hours a day? And are you surrounded by people who are cheering you on? Are you relaxed and confident? Do you feel like you're being challenged in a way that's helping you grow without feeling like you're suffocating from your workload? Do you feel like you have a really easy workload and you can always leave work early? Are you receiving awards and accolades for what you do? Are you speaking at conferences in your niche, in your industry? Do you feel respected and valued and well compensated? Are you getting bonuses? Are you getting an amazing benefits package? Are you getting an expense budget? Are you getting to travel? Can you build your own team? So I hope that gave you some good food for thought. But at the end of the day, guys, you shouldn't settle for anything less than what you want. Once you get crystal clear, it's just about assuming the identity of the person who gets to experience all those things, the person who is treated well, the person who is accomplished and respected and loves what they're doing every day. How would they walk? How would they talk? What would they be doing? Would they be researching ways to constantly better themselves? Would they just be kicking back and relaxing? It's up to you. You decide who you want to be, step into that identity, and just continue to move from that energy until you're starting to notice that your 3D is reflecting everything back, because our 3D can only reflect our internal state, our 4D. So when you are steadfast in knowing that you absolutely deserve the world and all of these things that you decided are 100% possible, it's just a matter of not settling for anything less and ignoring anything that's showing you the contrary, then you're golden. In the infinite, unlimited realm of possibilities, you can absolutely have that specific set of circumstances that you want to experience. In the space of career, especially here in the US, people are extremely competitive and they can be cutthroat about their accomplishments and what they want to achieve by a certain age and the amount of money they want to make, and the amount of houses or cars they want to buy, whatever. But at the end of the day, you just want to feel good being you and being true to yourself and being free and not compromising your values or your soul. You can be self-aware without coming down on yourself in a negative way, without trying to force yourself into a box that you think you're supposed to fit into because you've just been conditioned to think that. And if you can't tell, I am very passionate about this because I've been there where I've thought that I had to fit myself into certain roles because I happened to be good at these types of jobs, but I didn't enjoy them, trying to force myself to do something I didn't want because I thought it was the right thing to do or what society wanted me to do. And it wasn't actually what I wanted to do, what my soul wanted to do. And I know that money is a big factor for a lot of people, But I would like to encourage you and invite you to try to zoom out and think, okay, at the end of my life, not to be morbid, but if I'm on my deathbed, would I be more concerned about how much money I made or how I spent my days doing what I enjoyed with people I enjoy? And it doesn't mean that you have to go quit your job today and make some kind of rash decision right this minute in your 3D. It just means change your mindset about how you deserve to live your life and spend your days and make money and feel good about contributing to this planet. You'll start to notice how everything is starting to become clearer and clearer. You're not going to feel confused or resentful about what you're doing anymore. And I do think it's not some cheesy thing that everyone should do what they love. I think it's actually our birthright to do what we love and to follow our calling. And if you think about some of the best doctors and lawyers and leaders on this planet, they knew, even at a young age, that that's what they wanted to do. And for some reason, a lot of artists and entrepreneurs and creatives and people with other types of more niche gifts, skills, and abilities make themselves small and fit themselves into other positions that are more in demand because they feel like their unique gifts aren't as valued as these other more mainstream, accepted and celebrated positions. So don't sell yourself short. I implore you to remember your I am power. Remember, you are a soul having a human experience, and you chose to incarnate during this period of time to share your gifts, skills, abilities, talent with the world, to learn along the way. You can't mess this up, and you deserve to be compensated well for what you do and for what you bring to the table. And I'm excited for you. I know that using the law of assumption, you will be able to achieve absolutely everything you want to achieve in your career. And I hope that you watch some of the other videos on my channel that help you tap into that confidence and ignoring 3D circumstances so that you can show up and persist and just know that nothing and no one can stop you. There will be so many more videos coming up soon, and let me know your thoughts. If this was helpful, maybe comment one thing you're going to do to align yourself with an even more empowering career path. Never forget that you're limitless and the world is your oyster. And welcome to the journey, fam. If you're new here, I will see you very, very soon in another video. Bye.